what is the latest here? I mean, when can we see this be resolved?
Well, I think you'll see everything should come together by next Tuesday. The continuance, as the mayor's attorney indicated, there's a 30-day time limit in our charter. It says that we shall meet within 10 days and have a hearing within 10 days, but everything shall be concluded within 30. So that's not something that any of us can waver from, because we follow the charter. And the charter is very clear. It doesn't say that we may, it says we shall. So we have that 10-day to 30-day window, and the 5th of October will be the end of that 30-day window. So I think that you'll see probably a resolution one way or another on next Tuesday, and hopefully, listen, if I can digress slightly, this is the last thing that I want to be doing. I have much more important things that we could be doing. Unfortunately, this is where we are. We are following the charter. Councilwoman Sierra has followed the charter with filing the complaint. It's all about the charter. And if you read the complaint's about the charter as well. So I think that I am, like everybody else, want to see this through, and whatever the results are, I will accept, and I think everyone else will accept, and just be able to move on and get the city of Woonsocket back on track, and hopefully everybody learns from this.
Sir, the mayor pointed out the spiraling cost of this, particularly with regard to subpoenaed town employees and the legal services that they will have to serve. First of all, do town employees, when they're sued as part of their responsibility, is the municipality responsible for their legal fees?
There was nobody sued.
Okay, but in terms of testifying before, I'm using the term loosely, in terms of testifying before a proceeding like this, a civil proceeding, is in fact any legal representation incurred by municipal employees? Is that their responsibility, or is that the town's?
My understanding is that nobody who is subpoenaed is provided with legal counsel. That's just my understanding. The law department would answer that more accurately.
And again, a question we asked her, in just a few short weeks, assuming she's reelected, and again, she's running unopposed, we'll be right back here. My understanding is that Councilwoman Sierra is not running again.
Correct.
Correct me if I'm wrong. How did the city of Woonsocket jumpstart after a process like this, sort of its own internal divorce?
Well, I think that it's like any other divorce. Sometimes they end amicably. Sometimes the couples get back together and have a wonderful relationship. And right in this room tonight, there were people that were evidence of that. And so I think that that's all we can hope for, is that we come out on the other side of this in a better place, and we bring the city of Woonsocket forward. And on election night, whoever is elected mayor, I'm not running for mayor, so I'm not somebody that's going to be elected. I'm running for city council, and if I'm so lucky to be elected again and the mayor is elected, then she will be the mayor that I work with for the next 2 years. But I think one of the problems that I see, and what I have a real issue with, is so many people saying, well, it's right at the end of the term. And so I say, as I've said so many times before at council meetings, and if you're a police officer and you're at the end of your shift and you see a crime happening, do you let it go because it's the end of your shift? This is the end of our shift, and I don't think that we have the right to shirk the responsibility that was put on us. Remember, the 7 of us, were elected at the exact same time as the mayor was elected. Those are 8 people that were elected to work together. And unfortunately, we've got this divide right here that sometimes separates the council from the administration, which is a bad thing to happen. So I think that we can hope for more camaraderie, more cooperation, more collaboration. And when we come out on the other side of this, hopefully we're in a better place that will really help the city of Woonsocket to progress further.
And I just have a procedural question. Say the mayor is removed, but she is running unopposed.
Yes.
So would that removal, I guess, be, if it happens next week, it would just be for 6 weeks until she's
Yeah,
reelected, or
well, it wouldn't be till she's reelected.
It's kind of
It
a
would be,
hypothetical,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, but it's a good question. And the fact is if she's reelected, well, first of all, let me take one step back. If she's even removed, because, you know, we got a lot of people saying things, and no one has even heard the testimony.
Yeah.
So we don't know where this is going to end. But if the mayor was removed, and if the mayor was reelected, then she would be not the mayor until December 6th, I believe, is the inauguration of the next mayor and council. And then at that point, the mayor would be sworn in, the 7 councilors that are elected in November would be sworn in, and hopefully everybody picks up the pieces and comes together better than what has happened in the last 2 years.
One question, just unrelated to this evening. Any comments on the legacy of now the late Mayor Menard and her contribution to the city?
That's just a sad situation that I think it hurts me deep inside because you know, I've had good conversations with the mayor when she was mayor, and even afterwards we had some good discussions. She was a nice lady. She was tough, but she was fair, and it's just, it hurts me inside because to think of somebody being left unchecked on for so long. I work in a nursing home, and we constantly, that's what we do, is take care of the elderly, and to think that somebody laid for weeks possibly without anyone checking on it, that's a sad situation, and I think it's no way that a life should end.
But quickly, her legacy for the city. How should people remember the fiery, tough as nails Mayor Menard?
Well, I think she's responsible for a lot of things that happened in the city, and to show that, we've got 2 middle schools right on Hamlet Avenue that are named after her. The whole complex is named after her, and I think that she brought us through some of the tough times. She brought us through some of the glory times, and I think that what she'll always be remembered for is the first and longest seated mayor in the city of Woonsocket, which, when she was first elected, don't forget, that was a real rare thing for a woman to be elected in the state of Rhode Island to a spot as mayor. So that's her legacy. You know, she anyone that knows Mayor Menard knows her. You don't have to explain her legacy to anyone.
Thank you so
Fair enough,
much.
sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.